Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. We have a special unboxing for you today of a brand new product. This is Ariete, the Battle of Bir el Gubi, Libya, November 1941. This is game number 17 in the Tactical Combat series by series designer Dean Essie. The game designer here is Mauro Del Vita. And as you can see, this is about Italians in North Africa. This is a Ziploc game. It didn't come in a box, and it was very inexpensive too because of that. And this is kind of the last gasp of the Tactical Combat series as sort of an exploratory way for MMP to see if there's still a market for it. I hope that there is. I hope that this game is very successful, and I hope that the series will continue because I think there's a lot to like about TCS. So let's bust open this very fine, high-quality Ziploc bag and see what we get. Very also tightly sealed. Also, always nice is when the bag is big enough to actually extract the materials from the bag without destroying them. I always like that feature. Okay, so the first thing we have is the cover sheet, which doesn't have anything on the back, which seems like a little bit of a missed opportunity. They could have put something on the back here. Nevertheless, I kind of like the cover art. It is kind of got a cel-shaded type of look, and you get this sort of punched metal font for Ariete, the title itself, which some people have reacted negatively to. I do not mind it in this context, and I think it works aesthetically with the rest of the cover. Let me put it that way. Okay, next we have the Mmp Parts List, one Ziploc bag, which we have one front cover, one back cover, one 22 by 34 map sheet, which is one full-size map sheet, one counter sheet, one TCS 4.02 series rulebook, one Ariete rulebook, two TCS 4.02 charts and tables. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you, Multiman Publishing. Okay, so we have, first here, we have the game-specific rules for Ariete, and this is a 16-page booklet. Special rules here. It's in the desert, right? So there's not really a ton of terrain. There's about a page of general special rules, about a little less than a page of Italian special rules, and about a page and a half of British special rules. Less than that. It's more like a page. For scenarios, we have 1, the attack of the 2nd Royal Gloucestershire Hussars. 2, the attack of the 4th County of London Yeomanry. I am pretty convinced that in all of World War II, the British had the best unit names. Here's the Battle of Bir el Gubi, which sounds like it's 11 or 12 turns, so that might be the campaign. Covers the full attack of the 4th County of London Yeomanry and the 2nd. So this is like a combination of the previous 2 scenarios, is what it sounds like. Scenario 4, the Ram Strikes, counterattack of the 132nd Tank Regiment. For those who don't know, the Ariete Division was one of the better Italian formations in World War II. Here we have the Battle of Bir el Gubi, open deployment. That's scenario 5. Is there another one? Okay, so that looks like it. Yeah, so there's 2 versions of the main campaign, it looks like. The historical deployment and the open deployment. And then we have this counter manifest here. And then page 10 and backward are all historical notes. Here's your op sheet for the game. You'll want to photocopy this to use with the gameplay, but I've heard reports that this doesn't photocopy particularly well, and they've asked Multiman to provide a PDF copy of the op sheet, which would be useful. That's, of course, the map. And it is, North Africa in the desert, so there ain't much terrain. Here's your TEC, Desert Track Contour Building. That's it. And then you have visibility based on the time of day. All right, so we have here a player aid card, which looks like this is it. Artillery spotting, AT rolls, fire resolution, combat command phase and sorties. Assorted things. So it's a completely typical gamer's style player aid card on heavy paper rather than cardstock, and it's 11 by 17 folded. Here we have a map, which we will get to in a moment. Here we have a second player aid card, which is good that there's 2 of them. Here we have one counter sheet on what looks like the current generation of MMP white core stock, which I feel like is a little bit heavier than what they've used in the past. They've been using this slightly heavier stuff for the past year or 3, something like that. And of course, here we have what I take to be the British and the Italians. Is that correct? Yes, these would be the Italians. Bersaglieri units. We've got a bunch of British tanks here, or Commonwealth tanks, as the case may be. I take these to be step loss markers, which I think they're fairly nice. And then some assorted markers here. So this is a very compact game. Obviously, the terrain is not going to be particularly complex. So if you want to introduce yourself to the Tactical Combat series, this would be a good place to start. It also helps that it is quite inexpensive. So here is your version 4.02 TCS series rules. This is a 32-page booklet on, again, completely typical gamers type, quite heavy stock. Print is not, I'd say, average size. I would not have a problem with the print size on here, personally. 32 pages, and of that 32 pages, it does appear that most of it is actual rules. But this is a pretty, this is a very mature, yeah, the last couple of pages are designer's notes. The TCS series, this is the 17th game of the series. This is a pretty mature rule set. And that's something that, provided the game series lasts long enough for it to get this mature, results in some very polished rules. And I haven't looked at this one yet, so we'll see. But going by the OCS rulebook, that thing is polished to a mirror finish. It is one of the best and clearest wargame rulebooks for a reasonably complicated game that I have seen, and that's just, I think, iteration. That's they've gone over it time and time and time again, and it may be that the TCS series is in similar shape at this point. So I look forward to going through this. Line of sight grid. No idea how that works or what it does. And here's the back cover sheet, which just tells you what's in the box. And again, it's blank on the back, which again seems like a little bit of a missed opportunity, but not like something I'm going to seriously complain about. And then we have the map. So let's look at the map. Now, again, I don't expect that this is not going to be a terrain-rich map. We have, again, pretty standard gamer-style paper, somewhat glossy paper, but I don't see any evidence of flakiness on the seams, at least at this point. I mean, it is brand new. And you can see that there's not a lot of terrain. We have a display up here, and the rest of it is just pretty much open desert with Bir El Gubi right here. There's a couple of elevation lines running across the map. Otherwise, there's like nothing for me to say about this map. It's an open desert map. I think it's fine. It's not the kind of terrain that is really going to allow a map artist to show off very much. So if the map seems a little underwhelming, it is because the whole thing is set out in the middle of the desert. So this then has been an unboxing of Ariete, Bir El Gubi in Libya, 1941. I want to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and click the little bell icon to get notified when new content comes out. If you'd like to support Ardwulf's Lair, it would be greatly appreciated if you would share the videos around on social media, or you can click on the Patreon link in the video description. Until next time, thanks again for watching, and happy wargaming.